everybody, and welcome to Ted's Testing Notebook for the second day of the second and final test ahead of the opening round of the Formula One season of 2022, which is, of course, on the 20th of March. That was the date that I basically forgot yesterday. The Bahrain Grand Prix is on the 20th of March, qualifying on the 19th. The race on the 20th of March, and it's the opening race of the season. Okay, got that? Right, so glossed it over yesterday. Think I got away with it, Pete, but anyway, just want to remember, it's the 20th of March. So lots going on in the paddock here today. At Haas, we have confirmation that due to the problem with the freight that wasn't their fault, they have been allowed to have some extra time to make up for the 4 hours they lost at the beginning of yesterday. So they're allowed an hour to this evening, an extra hour tomorrow morning, and then 2 hours tomorrow evening. Got that? So not extending into the Sunday, but a bit more time to make up. We're hoping to see some Red Bull upgrades so far today or tomorrow, and some race simulations. Haven't had them yet, haven't seen the Red Bull upgrades yet, but maybe we'll see them. And Daniel Ricciardo, still not well, with all sorts of things coming out of various places that shouldn't be, and he's had some COVID tests, say McLaren, but they're absolutely negative, so it's certainly not the dreaded C19, but he's not feeling well. So it's Lando again in the car for McLaren for the whole of today, or until Daniel feels well enough to come. So get well soon, Danny Rick, because that is time that you can't afford to miss ahead of the new season on March the 20th. That is about it. It's not about it, sorry, we've got another half hour. We're going to be focusing on the pace setters Ferrari. We'll hear from Charles Leclerc later in the program, and see how Alex Albon is settling in at Williams. P5 yesterday, but first, as promised in Barcelona, it is the usual getting to know the only rookie in the field, Zhou Guanyu. So, hi Zhou.
Hi Ted.
How are you doing?
Yeah,
yes, we like to do this. It's of course China's first full-time Formula One driver. We had Ho Ping Tung, didn't we? And who else was there? Was there another test driver?
Hua.
Yes.
Yeah, it was HRT.
HRT,
yeah,
that's right, exactly. So, but the first full-time F1 driver from China, which is extremely exciting for everybody. So what should we call it? It's a segment I would like to call, maybe we should call Getting to Know Zhou.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, or
good.
Knowing Me, Knowing Zhou. Aha.
Yeah. I think knowing Zhou is good.
Okay, good. All right, good. Getting to know Zhou. So how have you found the car and the team so far?
I think so far it's been very positive, especially for the yesterday, so first day in Bahrain. It's been a lot more predictive than Barcelona. So we had some issues, as we all know. In Barcelona, I was limited with mileage and all that issues, but at least yesterday we got smooth running, and today is another day with mini mileage, mini laps for me to get used to everything and get used to the environment, but still a long way to go. I'm still learning yet.
Okay, well, it's an exciting season to come, and how are you finding the ground effect? Is it significantly different? Obviously, you're a race winner in Formula 2, people who watch lots of this will know. Significantly different braking, but you've tested it. Are you fairly used to it now? Or?
Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty used to it. To be honest, in terms of like what I used to driving a Formula 1 car in the past, of course, it's quite low experience, but it's not a lot different. But of course, the whole car, especially on the floor, is the biggest, impact of the year.
Yeah.
And Barcelona, we all surviving with a lot of bouncing on the ground, on the straight. It's not ideal, but we made as a team clear improvement, and there's no bouncing yesterday, so that was very good. And we can really play a little bit more with all the setups.
Right.
And, that put us in a better window for sure.
Great. How are you finding Valtteri as a teammate?
It's good. I mean,
he's a great lad,
the guy is
lovely guy.
Yeah, he's a lovely guy. He's very honest, and we spent already many times back in the factory, so we all, pretty close already, get to know each other, and now it's to work together as a team and try to help the team move forward.
You're lucky there. You've got a good one.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I can't ask for any more experience than Valtteri, to be honest.
Yeah, you've got a good one there. Yeah, good. Just clear up one thing before we go into our quick fire round. What do you want to be known as, called? So in the past, people will know you as Guanyu Zhou, and now it's Zhou Guanyu.
Yeah, exactly.
So just clear it up for everybody. What do you want us to call you?
I think Zhou Guanyu is
Zhou Guanyu,
because that's the way we pronounce it in China. We use the family name first, and then before the first name. So yeah.
Joe
I'm happy
Guanyu.
with Joe Guanyu.
Good,
So.
excellent. All right. Well, in this part of getting to know Joe, we'll do the quick fire round.
Yeah.
Now, don't blame me if you don't like these questions. They were thought up by some previous producers of mine,
Okay.
Ollie Francis and Alex Roger. They
Yeah.
thought it was a good idea. It was some years ago, so some of these are a bit dated. But
Okay.
hopefully their idea was, I can't remember, Pete, what was it? It was just getting to know the rookies. We do it with every rookie.
Yeah.
We can, although I think we missed out Mick Schumacher, so we must do this with Mick Schumacher. But we've done it with every rookie for the last few years. Okay,
Okay.
what's the best dish that you cook?
Uncooked. I think probably like a tofu with a little bit of beef mixed together
Nice.
in like chili sauce. It's a Chinese dish, obviously, and you know, I think my favorite dish is hot pot, but you don't really need to cook too much in that.
Yeah,
You
that's
just
might be
put
the
stuff
easiest
in the
one.
boiling like soup or the
Tofu's
sauces.
very delicate though, isn't
Yeah,
it? You
tofu
need
is
to
something
be
quite traditional for us as
yeah.
a Chinese people and
Yeah.
also for Asian people. So
Yeah.
I love it.
good, good. Well, that's your best dish. What are you afraid of?
Spiders.
Spiders, good one. Arachnophobia. What makes you grumpy? What makes you grumpy?
Well, to be honest, nothing special, but I think I would say if you ask me to stay in the very hot temperature for a long time,
Right.
I guess a
Okay.
bit grumpy.
Oh, you like the AC, you like the air
Yeah,
conditioning.
exactly.
You like to stay cool. It's a cool guy. You like to stay cool. Good. I agree with you. Although they say that too much air conditioning is bad for the muscles.
Yeah,
Does
probably.
your physio say you need to?
Well, yeah.
Not
I
too
mean,
much?
I don't really get much time in the AC room anyway.
Yeah.
Obviously.
Okay. Things not to ask on a first date.
Things
Bit of a
not to
random
ask.
one. Yeah. How old you are, or?
I think probably about what's your expectation for,
Yeah. Do you want to get married?
or something like that. you know?
Yeah, that's a good one not to ask on a first date. Can you roll your tongue like this?
No, because I can't pronounce like "lur" on the pronunciation.
Yes, that's weird. This
The
some
European
people can.
do like quite easily, you know.
Right.
like-
No, some people can, some people can't. It's like I think it's a genetic thing. What was the last? This is dates. Tell you how dates this is.
Yeah.
What was the last album you downloaded onto your MP3 player?
MP3, are you sure?
No, no, it's an old question.
No,
what was the last
actually-
thing you streamed?
To be honest, the last thing I downloaded is some film that's watching in travel, you know. Some Chinese film is like commercials about the
And music?
music is some rap music, because all my playlist is just rap music.
Oh, cool.
So it's not an album, but it's just like I
Yeah.
don't like an album. I like
Right.
individual songs.
Well, that's
But
the way the music industry
Yeah,
is
exactly.
these days. You know, no one's buying albums anymore.
Yeah.
Buying albums, Pete. Sorry. Right. What would your superhero power be? So we've had various ones. Carlos Sainz's, I seem to remember, was teleportation, which would be useful to get places quite quickly. I think
Is that the one? Because I don't exactly know the English for that. Is that the one you can move to any place you want?
Instantly,
Yeah, that's the one I wanted.
You would be with that
Yeah.
teleportation.
So easy. You
Okay.
save your time. Like you can stay 2 hours more at home.
All right. I think Lando was Cloak of Invisibility for some unknown reason.
I don't know why he do that.
Why would you do that? Right. What's your favourite song to do karaoke with?
Well, there's plenty of songs, but I think the first song I can think of maybe it's some Chinese song. So the singer was I can't remember his name now for some reason. Anything I'll go with like saying Mas Wei.
How does
Mas
it go?
Wei
How does
is,
it go?
he have a very famous song called Made in China. I'm sure Daniel
How does that go?
like we're playing ping pong. I'm not a singer here, sorry.
Ah, you see, I tempted
I'm not too
you.
bad,
Yeah, I
but-
tempted you. You're not going to fall for that old
I'm
one.
not ready yet
No, not
for
ready
Sunday
yet. It's
Bahrain.
too early in the morning. This is what I keep. It says boxers or briefs. You don't have to answer it.
Yeah. Wow.
Boxer shorts or
Probably.
you don't have to answer it.
No, I'll skip that.
Okay, all right. I mean, I'm a boxer's man, but hey, it's good for the AC.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
Yeah. Right. What's your most annoying habit?
Annoying habit. Cycling.
That's not annoying, but you go on about. Are you always on Strava and like
I mean, I'll always be cycling
Yeah.
for training and
Okay.
for physical fitting.
Valtteri's
reasons,
always on
but,
Strava boasting about what he's done in the hills
yeah.
of Monaco, you know.
I don't like cycling, but I'm doing it.
Okay.
But
Oh, I see. Oh, you've gone with a habit that's most annoying to you.
Exactly.
Okay, all right. The question meant like what is your habit that people find annoying, but I'm not going to go there.
No.
Right. Biggest indulgence? Ice cream, sweets?
Probably tiramisu.
Oh, lovely. Tiramisu.
I
Good
love
one.
that.
Yeah, excellent. How would your friends describe you?
I think they describe me as like a very fashion guy. Very
Good fashion. Yeah, you love your fashion.
Especially in a Formula 2 paddock, like people, my friends always, looking at all my outfits and, sometimes they like it, sometimes they can't understand why, but that's how it goes.
Okay, and finally on this old quickfire round, what is 3 cubed? 3 cubed. A maths question. What's 3 cubed?
Like, in kind of what sense?
Well, 3 cubed, I believe in the maths, is 3 times 3 times 3.
27, huh?
Yes! You're pretty much the first person who's got that. Most people say 9.
9.
Well, they think it's 3 times 3 times 2.
Actually,
I mean, 3
maths
times
is not too bad.
3 plus 3
yeah.
times 2. That is absolutely good. Good. Well, I'm glad that we got there eventually. Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, enjoyed. I didn't
Really?
realize there was a mathematics.
No, well, that's, you never know what you're going to get with a quickfire round, do you? So thank you very much,
Thank you, Dave.
Zhou Guangyu, and it's getting to know, I feel like we have gotten to know Zhu very well.
Thank you.
Zhou, sorry, yes, Zhou. Gotten to know Zhou. Getting to know Zhou. Right, let's go and relocate to Williams, where, as promised, we found Alex Albon.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
It's always a pleasure to be on Ted's Notebook.
It's always a pleasure to have you on Ted's Notebook, and welcome back.
Thank you very much.
It's so lovely. See, Albono back.
Yes.
Albono. If you don't know the story, by the way, the reason
Not
he's
Albona.
Albono, because it's Albon, and then he was a blood group is O. Is that right? On an old fire
that's
suit?
true. So everyone has their name tags on the suit.
Yeah.
And my blood group is O. My blood type, is it blood type?
A?
O, obviously.
Oh,
it has to be O.
No, it's a blood type joke. What is your blood type? A? I said, what is your blood type? O, B.
Oh, right.
Do you know that joke?
No, I don't want to hear it again.
Blood types are A, O, and B. Oh, you got it. Oh, sorry. I always do that. Why do I ever explain jokes?
So anyway, it was Albon.
I've got a good joke about a parrot, which I'll tell you about later. Anyway, sorry, go on.
That's fine. Move on.
No. Go on. You're saying.
So my surname obviously Albon, and then blood type O.
Oh.
So just if you read it from the suit, it's Albono.
Yeah.
And there you go.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Positive?
Yeah. O plus. Is that
No,
what
I
you
mean about the season.
Why would you? Was that
It's another
joke?
blood joke. It's another blood group joke. Yeah.
Why do you have all these?
Negative.
Why do you have all these blood jokes?
Well, me and Pete, we've got all day out here. With sun's driving us slightly crazy.
A nurse in your?
No. So we're just going slightly mad. Right. Is it good to be back? How is the?
I was like, have I got? Are you talking about COVID? I wouldn't be here, but
No.
Ted, I wouldn't be here if I was.
No, positive.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
I
Okay.
know.
Right. Sorry. How was the year? I imagine the year away was trying as a racing driver. You want to be in the car all the time.
Sure.
I must apologise. We probably did make a joke or two about you recreating things in the other place.
You guys love that.
Yeah. Well, whether you could.
Yeah.
I did a riff on whether you could recreate some other unjust things that happened, like me getting a parking ticket in a low-traffic neighbourhood in London and passing a camera, which I got 65 quid fine for.
Good move, though. Must have been a nice move.
Never knew the camera was there. You can't move in London now for low-traffic neighbourhoods. You could recreate that and show that I didn't pass a sign that said no cars.
Okay. I will do.
Anyway, was it good? And what was the drive? You did some driver coaching for Yuki. Did you learn a lot? Was it a well-spent year out, if there is such a thing like that?
Yeah, no, I would say so. I feel like in terms of driving, obviously you missed that bit, which of course I would take the year driving over nothing. But I tried to use it as a time to think about, okay, how can I be a better person than I was, last year, pretty much, or 2 years ago now. And so a lot of that time was spent with the engineers, with the guys from the simulator at Red Bull, kind of understanding how the full team work really, and seeing, okay, how can I be a better role? How can I have that experience and that leadership to ask for things the way I want it? And then on the other side, it was just listening to people like Max, Checo, Yuki, bringing the experience that I've got and trying to help Yuki in that side. And yeah, it was positive. I feel like I've gained experience without stepping into the car, which is always good.
Great. And how is this car? Is it essentially fast? Feels good?
It feels good. So in terms of fast, I think Barcelona it feels good because it's so smooth, and when you come to the bumpier tracks, it's not as quick, basically. But the car feels good. Our car feels good. No big issues, no big limitations, which is always positive. So yeah.
Okay. Well, we're not going to do another quickfire round. Although I never did the quickfire round, did we, Pete? We never did Alex with the quickfire round, did we? When you were a rookie, we never did it.
Well, I'm not a rookie anymore.
I know, it's probably a good thing. Boxers or briefs. Never a
Boxers
good. Anyway,
or briefs?
never mind. Don't ask.
Is this why the quickfire round comes to?
There's one of the things. Don't ask. But I will do you a quickfire round about getting to know Williams. How well do you know Williams so far? Okay. So, what do they mean in this team when they refer to Team Willies?
Team Williams.
Yes, they do. Yes, they call it Team Willies.
Team Willies.
Yeah, they do. Who is
you know
largely...
what? I didn't know if that was an inside thing or not. So I'm surprised that you know that. But I guess everyone knows that.
It's well known.
This is why we're on Ted's Notebook.
It's
everyone.
well known.
This is the content we look for. This is why we watch his stuff.
Hashtag Team Willies.
Team Willies. Get it trending.
Who is largely regarded as cooking the best full English breakfast in the paddock?
I hope it's Williams.
Correct. What is the
By the
only...
way, can I say that it is a known fact across the board, even at Red Bull, the first thing they said was, a lot of, this is not just one person, oh, you're going to love it there, they have really good food. And I'm like, well, that's not really why I'm going to Williams, but thank you.
Silver linings, you know.
I think Yuki's big on his food, so...
Right.
Maybe
Yuki
that
likes a full English?
No, but he always talks about food.
I see. Oh yeah, he loves his food.
He loves his food. And so maybe, I don't know, maybe he'll be knocking on Williams' last door. Hey,
yeah.
I want to join. I heard
Zhou
food's good.
Guanyu does an excellent tofu soup with beef and
have you tried
noodles
it,
and stuff. Well, I haven't tried it, no, obviously.
Until you try it, you don't know.
Have you tried it?
No, I haven't.
He says he cooks it really
I could say I do a good pad thai, but I don't.
Okay, all right, fair. What is the... this is a good one. Eve might know this. What is the only...
She's on her phone.
What is the only non-Williams car in the Williams collection in the museum?
Well, they have a BTCC touring car.
No, there is a Formula One car in the collection. Maybe it's not always on permanent display. That is not a Williams. What is it?
It's not Red Bull.
Do you know it? It's not a Red Bull.
Why do you know this, Ted?
I believe, because I've been around a bit. I believe the answer is one of Alain Prost's old Ferraris that Frank got given.
I was going to say that.
Oh, but no, you weren't. That Frank got given in part of a contra deal or something.
I haven't seen that.
Right.
So
okay.
either it's hiding.
All right.
I will tell the guys and get them to show it to me.
I'm almost certain that's a true fact.
I
Did
believe
you say it rung a bell? There is a Ferrari in the Williams
I was
collection
lying.
somewhere.
Okay. I believe you.
I hope I haven't got that wrong. And finally, Williams have won 114 races in their career. There we've got lots of championships.
Yep.
They are where in the all-time constructors list, and who has won more?
Four?
They're fourth. Yes, that's right. And which three teams have won more races?
I imagine Mercedes.
Yes, Mercedes. No, not Red Bull.
Really? Not Red Bull?
No.
Ferrari.
Ferrari, yes.
And I guess it's the odd one out. Wait for it.
Ferrari, Mercedes, and one team who've won more than Williams.
Am I going crazy? It can't be McLaren, can it?
It is McLaren.
Really?
Of course.
I didn't think they won that many races.
Awkward. Excuse me.
No, that's good. I'm happy for them.
Oh, God, nice. You're happy for them.
That's good. That means they're successful. But
McLaren, they were quite successful.
They were, but they're not. They were third in that group.
Yeah, I know. It's Ferrari first with like 8,003. Then, no, I think McLaren is second, aren't they? And then Mercedes. Danny Rick won a race at Monza, didn't he?
McLaren have been in the game for a long time, haven't
Ferrari,
they?
Mercedes, McLaren, then Williams.
Yes.
Good. On that elucidating note.
Yeah, I feel like you're gonna have to edit this up because
this doesn't. It gets edited. In fact...
No, but this is too much talking.
No, it's not. It's really not.
Okay.
But because we've done 90 minutes, we are going to take a break. On the other side of it, we'll be talking to Charles Leclerc, or Chuck Leclerc, as we like to call him.
Are you going to talk to him?
Yes, we are going to talk to him.
We're going to organise it. We're organising a golf tournament, so I'm actually speaking to Eve about this.
Okay.
On Monday, there's this team golf
Right.
event, so we're going to try and get a team going. Not that you guys care, but...
Well, no, do you want me to pass a message to him?
Just say I'm on it, and I'll get it sorted for us.
Oh, right. So Charles has WhatsApped you, says, are you on for golf?
Yes.
So I basically say, yes, Alex is on for golf.
No, say that I'm setting it up and I'll let him know.
Oh, you are? Okay.
Yes,
Has he expressed an interest, or?
Yeah, of course.
Well, he asked you.
Oof.
Who's better, him or you?
I am.
Yeah, of course. Of course you are.
Don't be silly.
Good.
Okay, anyway.
Let's go to a break. Thanks a lot.
No problem.
Yeah, really good. Thanks a lot. More Notebook in a bit. Hiya. Welcome back to the Notebook for day 2 of the second and final test from Bahrain. And look, we're back in a scrum at the back of a garage, which is fun and nice. And because we're in a scrum, we all have to wear the masks if we're in close contact with everybody. Drive to Survive Series 5 are here. And I hope on here today is Drive to Survive release day. So hopefully, if you've got it on your Sky Q or your Sky Glass, you've been delving into Drive to Survive Season 4. So yes, Drive to Survive Season 5 is coming. There you go. You always know how these are, because the yellow camera sticker on the front rather gives the game away. Bahrain Netflix. So yes, there is a Season 5. So yeah, I don't know if you're enjoying it, but yeah, have a look at it. Go through on your Sky Glass to that. And we've got Charles Leclerc. So he's just answering some questions with Will with the 10-foot boom pole. So let's listen in.
Yeah, I mean, we didn't have a particularly different car compared to Barcelona. We surely understand the car better compared to the first days in Barcelona, but it's not like we arrived with a massive gain of performance. But yeah, it's a different approach. We've seen, I think Red Bull will have another upgrade coming before the race. We've seen Mercedes that arrived with a completely different car here. So yeah, we cannot relax. They haven't pushed at all. And on our side, we are just trying to get to know this car as much as we can to be as ready as possible for the first race.
And what do you need now before the first race? You could bring one thing to the car. I know you guys always say more pace, but what would it be?
More pace. More pace and... difficult question. Just more grip. That would be nice.
Thanks, Sean.
No problem.
Thank you, Will. Hi, Charles. How's it going? How's the car? Oh, hang on. I forgot. Alex Albon says that he's on the game for organising the golf on Monday, and he'll send you a message. He's on it with organising the golf, and you're in, and he'll send you a message and all sorts.
Oh, he's so nice.
He wanted me to give a message.
Okay, he has my phone number. He can text me, but yeah, I will. I will write to him too. Okay. And yeah, so we'll play together on Monday, and I'm really looking forward to it. He's not too bad. I think on our good days we can do something special at golf.
Right.
But I'm pretty sure that Monday won't be one of our good days, so we might struggle a bit more.
He did what you mean? He did say he was better than you at golf. Was that wrong? Was that just a wrong thing for him to say?
I don't think he is. I don't think he is.
Okay, good. All right. Tell us about the car, because looking at you out there, it doesn't look an easy car to drive, but the lap times are obviously there. How are you achieving that?
We need to be careful because yes, the lap times are there, but yeah, we don't know what Mercedes is doing, we don't know what Red Bull is doing, we don't know what whoever is doing in this paddock, and Mercedes and Red Bull, for sure, they have much more to come. So yeah, I wouldn't get carried away by the lap times. They don't mean anything for now, but in terms of balance, actually, yes, it is not easy to drive these cars, but I think mostly because of the weight. It's obviously heavier cars, but I think we've done a pretty good job in terms of balance. I'm pretty happy with the balance overall. It's a bit tricky with the rear, but I like it. So yeah, for now, in terms of balance, it's not so much of a problem. But in terms of actual performance and competitiveness compared to the others, I have no idea.
Are you favourites for the season?
What?
Are you favourites for the season? Everyone's saying you're favourites for the season. Everyone wants to be in a Ferrari this year.
They are just pointing the finger to get some pressure out of themselves. I mean, for now, I don't think so. I don't think it means anything. And I think there's been more than one example in the past where there's been a team very good at testing and then less good in the season. So let's not get carried away. I don't think we are, and I don't think it means anything for now.
Brilliant. Thank you very much, Charles. We'll let you go to your next interview. Thank you very much, Mia. So, yeah, there you go. Just saying that, where's the boom pole? Where's the boom pole going? It's always, always Pete, you think they might use that in season 5? Are your favourites? Always, no, you don't think they will? Just give them a little line, give Netflix a little line. Are your favourites? They might use it in season 5, Pete. Yeah, I might be on telly. What's that you say, Pete? I am. Oh, right. Good. Let's round up everyone's day, shall we? And here we are, back. Night has fallen. Toto Wolff is retiring to his office. Just having a quick word with a journalist, Johnny Noble, as he goes back in there. And while a Bahrain Golf Lads Monday WhatsApp group is quickly being set up between Alex Albon, Charles Leclerc, and maybe Lando and George and whoever else is going to be invited to the Bahrain Lads Golf Monday group. We can tell you what happened on a day which was full of red flags, full of stoppages. And did we get a clearer idea of where everyone is? I don't know, but what we did get was a Ferrari on top and seemingly not having the troubles that everybody else did. While Mercedes continue to try and understand their car. Obviously, they've only got 3 days with this hugely different car to understand it. Who is at the back of Mercedes? Is that Lewis? Go and have a look, see what you can see, Pete. While they go and understand their car, Ferrari march on. Now, the cars that you can see in the background, I'm not faking this, the cars that you can hear in the background, not see, is the Haas. So they've got the extra hour now, but everyone else has come back. But for Mercedes, it was P13 for George Russell. Positions and lap times don't mean anything. 67 laps for George Russell. Lewis Hamilton P4 with 47 laps, so less than that. A decent day. George Russell did bits of race simulations, starting on the medium tyre, then went to the hard. It was cut short at the end of a race by a red flag. So there were kind of, differences of him going through. It wasn't a full race simulation. Did some starts. Lewis Hamilton in the afternoon. So you'll be able to hear what he says here to Formula One, to Will again. This gets networked to everybody on skysports.com/F1 website and on Twitter and on our Instagram. Will we get to hear the Lewis interview on our social media channels? That's a ridiculous question. Of course we will. We will be able to get to hear your Lewis Hamilton interview on our social media channels. And yours.
It normally gets
and
fed,
yours.
It normally gets fed to you.
I know, but they'll be off. But we'll be off by then.
Ah, right.
Be off by then.
It'll be on your social media.
Okay, good. I wouldn't. Well, I'm not going to stay here and listen to, because I've got a load of other teams to get through. What I want you to ask him, gosh. I mean, I was just musing that they have only got effectively now with the car aero-wise and setup 3 days to sort it out, whereas Ferrari seems to be sort of marching on effortlessly to a good start to the season. I guess, does he believe that you could do the hackneyed old if the Bahrain Grand Prix was tomorrow, would the Ferrari win? To which he's probably going to say yes. When they get their act together, when it comes down to Bahrain on March the 20th, does he believe that this package will be mature enough to challenge for the victory?
Given that they're 3 days behind on it.
Well, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that fair?
Yeah, I'll ask him that.
Oh, God, what if it's a terrible question? He says that's a terrible question.
I'll say that it was your
Oh, no. What were you going to ask him? Just don't ask him about tyres, all right?
No, I won't.
Okay, good.
I was going to put to him that Carlos had said that Ferrari think that they've seen on the GPS that Mercedes aren't necessarily showing everything yet, and they're doing a typical Mercedes. That should be a fun question. He'll like that.
Well, he'll just say that's rubbish. What would he know? Oh, you're going. Right, sorry. Okay. Right. Oh, yeah, there he is. Does he look confident to you, ladies and gentlemen? No, but it's testing. Right, let's do Red Bull. You can stay here, Pete, if you want a bit. Max Verstappen all day, P2, 86 laps. With a new floor, new bits on there. Not where, is he going to... oh, he's just telling a photographer not to take any pictures. 1 day left. It's just... what's he going to say? It's definitely tough out there. Okay, good. I mean, it was a tough day, though. The conditions were very difficult. So Max all day, P2, 86 laps, new floor, not yet showing the Bahrain spec bits of the car. So that will be for the race and maybe for the next day tomorrow. Can we see a Charles Leclerc or anyone back there? or should I still sort of keep half an ear on what Lewis Hamilton is saying? Oh, let's move on anyway. You'll hear the full Lewis Hamilton in full. There's no point me earwigging it and trying to relate to you when you can see it elsewhere on the Sky F1 website and on our Instagram and Twitter. Right, Charles Leclerc, clearly the most comfortable day for them. P6 for Charles Leclerc, 54 laps, tried the start of a race and sort of the first stint simulation, got stopped at the end by some red flags and the FIA wanting to simulate the red flag and a restart, but he was 60 laps and P1, Carlos Sainz. Charles Leclerc 54 laps and P6, so a very good day for them. Lando Norris, 60 laps, P7. Daniel Ricciardo, I'm glad to report, is feeling better, so hopefully we'll be at the racetrack tomorrow. They do have this brake problem. It's just reared its head here, Andreas Seidel, unexpectedly. They thought they would have it under control. The brakes are overheating, so they need some new parts flown out very quickly from Woking, so whoever's delivering them on the BA or the Gulf Air flight directly from Heathrow to Manama, Bahrain, get here quickly, because your car needs and your team needs these brake ducts or brake parts, whatever. But yeah, they can't do any long runs until they get these revised brake parts. So that's really a sticky situation from a team who's had such a good beginning to their season and have got sort of tripped up by this brake problem. But Lando had an okay day, I suppose, only doing short runs. Esteban Ocon for Alpine, P5, 111 laps, a much better day today. There are still glitches in the car. They had some issues with radiators and cooling, but a better day. Really the best day that Alpine have had so far in winter testing has merited 115 laps and P5 for Esteban Ocon. So not too bad for the scent of Esteban Ocon. AlphaTauri, Yuki Tsunoda all day. King of Lappery today, 120 laps, P10. Loads of laps, high fuel, low fuel. They were doing some qualifying sims and some race work as well. So yeah, Yuki's getting a good handle on this car now. It goes back over to Pierre Gasly tomorrow. In fact, I think they might be splitting it. Yes, they are. So it's Gazman all day yesterday. It's Pierre all day. Sorry, it's Yuki all day today, and then they split it tomorrow. They are Aston Martin. It's looking okay. Whether they've got inherent speed, I'm not sure. Does anyone believe that Lance Stroll's P3 today was the true pace of the car? Probably not. That seemed to be some sort of performance run. Very efficient, careful of the boom pole, Kingy. Very efficient use of a tyre trolley there for the Drive to Survive crew. So heaven knows what they're going to do with that. But at least Lance Stroll has shown Aston Martin's hand somewhat with a P3 and how many laps? 70 laps. There you go. It's a bit windy. Sebastian Vettel, P8 with a 46 laps. So a bit of a difficult day for him. Williams, very difficult day for them. Nicholas Latifi, only 12 laps before they had some issue with the brake. It wasn't with the rear brakes, it was with some sort of rim issue that caused a fire. Rear brakes caught on fire, then it looked like the tyre exploded with the heat of the melted the rubber, and of course it sort of went pop as tyres would do in a car fire. And then the team haven't been able to get out since, so they've lost 2/3 of a day. Haven't been able to get out since while they're clearing up the mess that the fire made. So only 12 laps for Williams, a pretty disastrous day for them. But in the grand scheme of things, I'm sure there are worse things going on in the world, heaven knows, and they'll sort themselves out for the last day tomorrow. Guan Yu Zhou was the slowest of everybody today, but that wasn't the point. He wasn't looking for times. 48 laps and P15. Valtteri Bottas, 25 laps and P11. So not enough running for Valtteri Bottas still, but again, he'll get that hopefully tomorrow. And Guan Yu Zhou did some pit stop practice, whereas Haas, they had an okay day. And I can get excited about this. This is the first day back in the car for Denmark's Kevin Magnussen since Abu Dhabi 2020, and he had a great time, apart from the fact the Haas was not nice to drive. Oversteer was everywhere, and it was all a bit of a mess. Bouncing as well, porpoising, that didn't work. Mick in the morning, Kevin Magnussen in the afternoon. Magnussen did 29 laps for P9, and Mick Schumacher did 23 laps for P12, so not great for them. But hopes abound for tomorrow when we have the last day of testing. It's the last day of testing, everybody, ahead of the Bahrain Grand Prix. Remember, on March the 20th. I know I've said it enough times this time. So we'll do a bit of development corner tomorrow. We'll do a bit of driver interviews. We'll hear from some team bosses as well. We might get the views of Martin Brundle and perhaps David Croft and some other people, seeing where they think the pecking order is. So you know the time by now, 7 p.m. or afterwards online on YouTube and on skysports.com/F1. Join us for the final day of Ted's Testing Notebook for 2022. Bye-bye.